Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche IGNBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan, and our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Chicago, advantage in one series.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Towns is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Bulls, George is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Klingon. And it's Okongwu in at the 4 slot. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries. And this is where Klingon looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Ball kicks to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. LaVine for 3. Here's Klingon. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now George, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. And stolen by Butler. Williams with the ball. George picks him up. Butler from outside. Okongwu grabs the board. Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Fires the 3, and Paul George good for 3.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
Outside, Jones. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Butler missing again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Jones, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Here's Butler. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Clobbered on the shot. He'll shoot free throws. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
And he makes the first.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
The kick out to Ball.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Klingon. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
Klingon with it, defended by Towns. Sinks that one from the post. And that's now 6 points for Donovan Klingon.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jones with the screen on Levine. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 9-1 run right now. Pass to George. Outside Jackson. Klingon finds George. Klingon the screen for George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Chicago.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Ball, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Now Klingon. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. George dishes to Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Bruce Ellis has checked in for Jackson. And let's take this chance to show you the highest scoring power forwards and centers in the NBA since the All-Star break. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Yeah, the collection of post moves these big fellas have is unreal. I'd say some of them are the most unstoppable moves in the game.
Now a veteran in this league, LaVine wants to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
He hits the second from the line. Thunder trailing by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Three-pointer, Butler, and Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Okongwu finds George. From 20 feet out. Good on the shot. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Clinging with it, defended by Towns. Okongwu, the pass to George. The three. The Thunder pull it in. Ball feeling it out a bit. Towns sets the pick for Ball. No good on the triple.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
George with no one around. Nailed from three-point land.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Back to Ball. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. From deep, George, and the Bulls, another three.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Thunder with some changes. Achua, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Williams comes in for Jones. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Williams. Thunder trailing by 17. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thanks a lot. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Drills it from outside.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Ball kicks to Towns. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Okongwu with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The Bulls leading by 20. Pass to Levine. Here's Buzelis. Still scoreless. Klingen's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Achua. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So for the Bulls, Jackson comes in for Klingen. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Zach LaVine. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Cade is checked in. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Anderson will go to the free throw line. LaMelo Ball picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Thunder trailing by 19. Here's Alexander Walker. Offline with his three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Anderson finds Okongwu. The three from George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cada, the pass to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Bulls. It's an 18-point game. The three from George. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
And you know, for the Thunder, they've remained right there kind of in the middle of the playoff race, but we're so used to seeing this team be at the top of the heap. They have to be a little bit disappointed.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Defended by George. Stolen by Anderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's averaging 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
And he's good on the second. Thunder shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. Here's Ball. Good D by Anderson.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Okongwu. Now Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Alexander Walker with the ball. Defended by George. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by George. Jackson kicks to George. Pass to Buzelis. Anderson outside. The three from George. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Stolen by George. And they're running. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball. Timing the rejection perfectly.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here's George. For 3. The putback. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Buzelis. Anderson is out there with Levine. Then there's Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Jones finds Alexander Walker. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside, Jones. Over in the corner, Williams. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And stretching the D out to the sidelines, Williams.
GA, you hear about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Buzelis with the ball, defended by Butler. Jackson misses. Outside, Jones. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5.
Playing big in there. Jalen Williams decided to challenge and got the whistle.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Anderson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Buzelis. Now Levine from the arc drills the three-pointer. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
And it's Towns penetrating over Jackson, and that one's good. Towns.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Levine wide open. Another 3 for Chicago.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Jones the pass to Towns. Now Alexander Walker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got 5. Pass to Buzelis. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams passes to Towns. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Screen by Jones. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pass to Buzelis. From past the arc, and it's Levine that time on the assist by Buzelis. Buzelis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Alexander Walker finds Jones. Here's Towns, launches it, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Wow. Towns saying, hey, I can go there too.
Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for the Bulls. George comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Now, here is George. Tight defense on him. To the middle. Poked away. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Lock at 6. Chicago needs to get a shot off. Here's Clingan. Thunder with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Butler dishes the ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Alexander Walker's got 8 points in the quarter. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
High-intensity play from Paul George, taking it to the defense.
The Bulls have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Throw good, Paul George.
Well, there's one thing you could say about George. By and large, he plays with an even temperament. Never gets too high, never gets too low.
And George drops them both. Now, here's Butler. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wish I played with more guys like him.
Butler, a screen on George. Alexander Walker finds Butler.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside, George, the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Buzelis. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Butler from outside. The putback, and Ball stays with it. Ball's got his first basket.
Just sticking with it there. Ball's rebounding is so important to this team.
Outside Jackson. And the rejection by Towns. Jones kicks to Ball. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Buzelis grabs the board. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Levine. A 3-ball. Left side Jackson. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Okongwu's checked in for Buzelis, and it's LeVert in for G.G. Jackson. And then for Oklahoma City, Achua, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Williams comes in for Jones. And it's Williams in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys?
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Now Williams. Paul George missing from long range. Williams passes to Achua. Outside, Ball. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Klingen's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Here's Williams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Levine. Klingen finds Levert. George, that's a 2-pointer. That's good on the jump shot. George has got 30 points.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Now Ball. He's coming off a 31-point game against Dallas. Towns wide open from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Okongwu. Outside, George buries the long-range jumper. George has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
And PG is on one tonight, getting the looks that he wants and taking it to the defense.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ball.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Derek Jones comes in for Kenrich Williams. Ball hits them both.
It's obvious that LaMelo Ball loves making trouble for the defense. He loves to go right at guys in attacks without hesitation.
Stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. 3-pointer, and Ball gets it to go on the assist by Towns. Ball's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Klingen, defended by Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Levine. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now Okongwu, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. The shot by George, no good. The Thunder shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Levine dishes to Okongwu. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. That's now 8 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Pass to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Ball. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Levert kicks to Okongwu. Outside, George connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Achua. Williams inside, working on George. 4 on the shot clock. It goes out of bounds. That went off reverse. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. so it's the Chicago Bulls finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
It's a good opportunity for them to gain some momentum. On paper, they should win a lion's share of these matchups.
Well, we'll see if they can go on a run, and you're talking Lions. I'm saying they have the horses to do it. Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Their shot selection has been B-A-D. That's why nothing is falling. Go inside. Get some high percentage looks. Jeez, all these three-pointers, Kenny. It's all your fault.
Oh, bad. Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you, Ernie Shaq. Listen, the guys aren't posting up. They're not driving. Just get to the rim sometime.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Derek Jones. Jimmy Butler is out there with Towns. Then it's Williams. And it's Ball in at point guard. Now George. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Okongwu's shot is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Bean passes to Okongwu. Outside, George. His three-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
An elite defender. PG excels at being at the right place at the right time.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Chicago leading by 23. Pass to Okongwu. Beyond the arc. George, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And here is Okongwu. For 3, Levine, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Here's Ball. He can't get that one. Nice D from Levine.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's George. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Williams passes to Jones. 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. And that one, good. Ball's got 15.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Bulls third.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
And here are the Bulls now. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Klingon. And here's George for 3. Good D by Williams.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Okongwu against Ball. Outside, Towns. Connects from three-point range. Towns has got 17.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
George dishes to Okongwu. Outside, Levine. The tray. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Just solid from the line. Levine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
3 shots.
Free throw good, Levine. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
Here's Klingon. He's got 8. Here's Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
A nice shot by Klingon.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Bulls making a switch here. Jackson's checked in, and so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Thunder have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And Jones has it in the corner. Outside Butler for the three. The offensive rebound. And it's in off the backboard. And that's now 7 points for Williams.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clingan the screen for George. To the inside. Clingan with it. Towns on him. And the rejection by Towns. Butler deciding where to go with it. Towns a screen on Jackson. Ball from long range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jackson finds Clingan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Clingan's got 6 points in the quarter.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Ball, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Zach LaVine.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
No, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
He hits the second from the line. Here's LaVine, who's got 19. Outside Jackson. Here's Clingan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Shooting one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
One shot.
Free throw good. Clingan.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Williams looking around. Butler kicks to Ball. No good with the triple.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Outside, LaVine. No good from outside.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Towns. Now, here's Ball. Towns sets the pick for Ball. And a miss there on the triple.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Here's Clingan. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Down low, here's LaVine, and the jam by LaVine.
Well, LaVine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. To halt the run, Chicago grabs the miss. Okongwu down low, defended by Butler. And George kicks to Okongwu. George against Williams. Clock at 4. That three off the mark.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
For Chicago, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Outside Jackson. George against Jones. LaVine up top. He's got 21.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
LaVine finds Jackson. Now George. Levine for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Towns the pass the ball. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Levine for three. They get it again. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Bulls, Isaiah Jackson. He's checked in for Klingon. And it's Anderson in for Levine. And then for Oklahoma City, Achua. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Williams comes in for Derek Jones. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jalen Williams. Now, here's George. He's got 36.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Towns with it, guarded by Jackson. There's Ball with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got 9 points now in just the second half.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
George looking over the floor. Shoots over Alexander Walker. On target from 13 feet. George has got 38 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
The kick out to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Anderson passes to Okongwu. The three from George. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rejection by Jackson. Williams finds Ball. Second shot opportunity. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. He's around 30 points per clip, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
That's good from Ball. For the Thunder, Kate is checked in, and it's Jimmy Butler in for Achua. Ball hits them both. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Minot. Over Jackson. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Anderson, defended by Alexander Walker. From deep, George drops in the tray. George has got 41.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Pass to Jackson. Now George, defended by Alexander Walker. And George kicks to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's had a few chances at the line, 1 of 3 in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Oklahoma City shooting a meager 37% for the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball. He's got 7. 5 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williams has got 9.
At point blank range, oh yeah, you're not missing from there.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Jackson. Zach LaVine is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Bruce Ellis. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Williams after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Back to Williams. Anderson with the block. Pass to Jackson. And Butler sends it back.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods.
And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
And Chicago's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And here's Anderson from the arc. Outside for Jackson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Inside. Second chance shot. Pass to Bruce Ellis. Over Jones. And the shot falls short this time. And here are the Thunder now. Here's Butler. To the left wing. Queta, the pass to Butler. Outside Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Queta, the pass to Butler. Now Williams. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 assists now tonight.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Now here's Butler. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Williams against Jackson. Back to LaVine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Anderson.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Williams sets a screen for Jones. No good on the triple. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Jackson. Anderson outside. Pulls it up. LaVine's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside Williams. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Levine, and he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Now here's Levine, and the rejection by Towns.
Oh, big cat saying no way.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Some changes for Chicago. Okongwu comes in for Jackson, and Georgia subbed in for Anderson. Chicago with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside, Levine. The Bulls with another miss. The Thunder shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Well, they're passing the ball. Towns, a screen on Levine. They grab their own miss, and Towns throws it down.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
Levine kicks to Okongwu. Left side, George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 43 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Back to ball. A kick out to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Butler. Paul George grabs the miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Thunder. Pass to Towns. And here is Ball. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams has checked in. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Now Okongwu. The 3 from George. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 46 points.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
The Thunder with another miss. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-6 run. Towns with the steal. Pass to Alexander Walker. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Levine's shot is off.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Nobody near Williams. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Levine passes to Okongwu. From deep, George, and the 3-ball is good. George has got 49 points in the game.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Back to Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Zach Levine.
He's about as smart a player as you'll find. LaMelo going to the up fake to earn the trip to the line.
That's good from Ball. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
Klingon, he's checked in for the Bulls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Buzelis. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Alexander Walker with the ball. And it's Buzelis picking him up. There's Ball with the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Okongwu's now got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Offensive rebound. Klingon. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
Pass to Buzelis. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Williams for 3, and Zach Levine pulls it down. Levine's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, George. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Klingon. Shot clock at 5. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And when someone as big as Donovan Klingon gets going, he's so hard to stop. Keep feeding the big fella.
Butler against Okongwu. Now, here's Ball. He's covered closely. And it's sent back by George. Now, here's Levine. Defended by Alexander Walker. Okongwu, the pass to George. Back to Okongwu. For 3, Levine. The second effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Klingon. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
Now Towns. Paul George missing from long range. There's Ball with the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Klingon. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's Ball. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now, our player of the game, Paul George.